So I have come up with some questions. So we'll try to solve these questions, which will be a practice for you. Okay, so this has got the concept of more of the subqueries. Okay, the questions has got more of the functional in the sense. Okay. Okay, it is not displaying properly, right?
Do we have this? I can only go to assignment like in our database. Which one we have to go to find those tables?
Which tables?
Like employees.
Now this one? Employees is OE. You have to join us OE. I have OE. You have it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, so these are the questions that we are going to solve today. Alright, we'll understand how differently we can write the queries. And with this, you will be understanding the concepts of joins and as well as the subqueries. What happened? Which table you are talking to? Employees. EMPLOYEES. Which is related to? Which all those? These one?
Yeah.
These questions are related to only Scott.
Scott, okay. He get this computer to power, but it's not working, so I'm trying to fix it. He says it's okay. Even the Scott is not working.
See, what's your RAM? One thing. If he says he's okay, then it should be okay. What's your RAM size of your machine?
8.
8 GB? Sure.
Yeah, I add 4 GB.
You added 4 GB. Then how much you have allocated to the VMware?
It should be 3, right? 3.
Yeah. By default, it will be 512 MB that gets added. You can add more memory to that, so it will be very faster. His services are starting up very late, very slowly. Okay, fine. Anyways.
Last time, Baba showed me analytics. This thing, let me see.
Alright. Fine, let me take all these particular questions for us. So, based on that, let's solve each and everything. So, whereby we'll understand. Alright, the first set of things. Display the name of the employee who earns the highest salary. I want to figure out the name of that particular employee who is earning the highest salary. So, what are the things that I need to figure out from this particular question?
Name.
Yeah, I need to figure out the name.
And the salary.
And he should have the highest salary. Now, how to figure out? So, what will be my query here? How can I figure out the highest salary first?
From the salary tab.
Yeah, from the salary tab. What would be my query to figure out the maximum salary?
Max salary.
Right, so select max of salary from AMP. right? If I execute this part of the query, I'll get the maximum salary that is being carried out or that is being present within that particular table. Now, will I know the employee who is carrying this particular salary? No. So what should I do? If I say employee name, then you are going in a wrong direction again. So what becomes this particular query? This query becomes an complete aggregated query. You have an aggregated column along with a non-aggregated column. Then what is needed here? You have to specify group by ename. Now, do you have the same ename appearing twice in that particular table? Can you create a group by using a group by ename? Can you create a group using an ename within that particular table? What becomes a group? When you have the common elements within that particular part of the column, then that becomes a group. Like department number 10, I have 3 employees, so one set of group will contain 3 set of employees. Department number 20, I have 5 employees. So when I say group by department number, then I'll get a group of 5 records over there. Likewise, group department number 30, I'll get a group of 6 over there. Making sense? Right. Now, with the ename, can I make, first concentrate here. Let's see later. With the ename, can I make the things group by? Can I use a group by? So this is a wrong approach. So what would be another approach for me?
Joining the tables.
So how will you join? How will you make use of a join? Yeah, with a join we can figure it out very easily. How will we make a joining condition now?
Common elements in both table.
Okay, what is the table that we are considering now?
We got a salary and salary.
Salary is a table or a column? Salary is a column, not a table. I have only one table.
Salary is a table.
Why SalGrade comes into picture here? What kind of a data we have in SalGrade? SalGrade has got a classification of grades. Nothing more than that. I don't have individual salaries. I'm telling you, we have to make use of only this particular table. So how to do that? Alright, the first way. I'm showing you the first way. I figured out the maximum salary. Now I need to figure out the ename from employee table where salary equal to this maximum salary. Right? So what happens here? The question here. Now, when I execute the inner part of the query, what am I going to get here? I'm going to get the resultant as 5,000. This 5,000 is passed here. So what you get? You'll get those employees whose salary is equal to 5,000. Now, who is that particular employee whose salary is equal to 5,000? It is King. Clear?
Clear. That's the maximum salary King is getting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so what am I making use of here? I'm making use of a subquery. So what is this particular subquery trying to do? It is getting executed first, whose resultant is passed to your outermost query. Right? Making sense?
So subquery will pass the value first.
Subquery will get executed first. On executing, it would pass the value to the outermost queries.
But you don't see the 50,000 there.
5,000. If you want the salary, then what you need to do? You need to figure out all these particular columns. Employee number, department number, hire date, or instead I'll say star. Simple. Now I execute this part of the query. I'll get whatever the details that you need. King, who is King? His number, employee number, what is his job, what is his salary, everything.
Okay.
Making sense? It's simple, like it's a simple condition. Whenever I say I want to get the employees who are working in department number 10, what will we do? What we do? If I say I want to figure out all the employees working in department number 10, what we do?
Select department number from employees.
Select star from employee where department number is equal to 10. I said department number 10, so you have a definite value, so you are filtering out with it, right? Where department number is equal to 10. But here I don't have a definite value as what is the maximum salary. Did I give you the maximum salary as 5,000? No, I'm asking you to figure it out. So how can you figure it out? Yes, it is simple, like select star from EMP where salary is equal to, right? I have to derive the maximum salary. So how can I derive the maximum salary? By using another query. Select maximum salary from EMP. Make sense?
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
Alright, the same query, I'll make use of a join. See here. If you want to make use of a join, even you can make use of a joins here. Right, select, but that is not at all required. As you said, I'm just giving. Alright, select max of salary EMP. I'm making this as one part of my query. I'm making this as a table A. I'm just calling this as my table A. Likewise, I'm trying to create another table. Okay, so that table will contain these as my columns. ename comma salary from EMP. This as my table B. Alright, so what do I require? I require only ename as part of the question, okay? From from A comma B, where A dot, what is the common element between both the things? What is the common element between A and B?
Salary.
Salary. So what will I say? I'll say the sal, not EMP, it's sal. Right. A dot sal is equal to B dot sal. Now what happens when this particular query gets executed? Whenever you see this particular value getting matched with this particular value, then you'll get the query getting executed. Did I get the answer as king? You got it right? Or even I can write a query in this way. Select star from EMP. Why? No. I'm saying select star from EMP. So when I say select star from EMP, what am I going to get? I'm going to get all the columns in that particular EMP table. Alright. All these particular columns are now part of table called as B. Now here instead of EMP, what would I say? B dot star. So that means I need all the columns corresponding to the table B. Okay, what is select star from EMP? When I say asterisk, I'll get all the data that is corresponding to that particular table called as EMP. Now here I have two different tables. Now if I have to use asterisk, I need to give a condition. I need to specify from which particular table do I need to execute, or do I need to pull all that particular columns from. So how am I going to give that representation? B dot asterisk, table name dot asterisk. That will give you all the columns from that particular table. Right. Parallelly, if I want to display even this, let's say I'll rename this particular column as max salary. If I want to display even this particular column, so what will I say? I say A dot max underscore sal. So what happens here? I'll get, sorry. A dot sal invalid identifier. Okay. Why is this? Because I renamed that as this one. Alright, see, I got the maximum salary value also. Isn't it? So I can pull out all the columns from any of my tables. The way you represent, the way you get. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Two different approaches for the query. Right? All set. Next one. So I'm moving to the next question. Yeah. display the EMP number and name for employee working as clerk and earning the highest salary among clerks. What I need to find now? First, what I need to find?
High salary.
So employee and employee working as clerk.
That's wrong. What I need to find first?
Clerk and highest salary.
Perfect. I need to figure out the clerks, the clerks with highest salary. That would be my first part. I don't know what is the highest salary gained or earned by a person called as clerk or a person working as clerk. So first what I need to find? I need to find max of salary from EMP where job is equal to clerk. I need to figure out first. So when I execute this, I'll get the maximum salary earned by a clerk. Now it's the same way. Now this becomes my subquery, right? This becomes my subquery and upper part of the query will become select. What I need to display? I need to display EMP number. I need to display name from this particular table. From EMP where salary is equal to this particular value, and also there is another condition, he should be working as clerk. So what am I going to do? And job is equal to clerk.
So you already mentioned in the subquery.
Subquery is for only this part of the thing. See, I have to read the question here. Display the EMP number, e-name for employee working as clerk. Okay. I have to display only clerk name because whatever the salary this is given by this part of the query, let's say 1300, it may be earned by another person. Right? The same salary may be earned by a person called as analyst, working as analyst or a salesperson. But we don't need to display that particular person. We need to display only that particular person who is working as clerk. And that is why another filtering condition. Make sense? Right? Right. The next part of the query. Come on, you have to do it. Display the names of salesman who earns a salary more than the highest salary of any clerk.
Select.
Now, analyze the question. Figure out what are the things that needs to be calculated first and what needs to be implemented next.
First, we need to calculate the clerks who makes the highest salary.
Perfect. So how can we make that? Select
max sal.
Max of sal.
From where job is equal to clerk.
All right. Now.
And
greater than.
What greater than?
Greater than the salary.
Select star from EMP where salary greater than this particular salary. Also, the job should be of salesman. Right. I need a salesman, right, and whose salary is greater than the maximum salary of a clerk. right? Earlier we figured out the maximum salary of clerk. So what is the maximum salary of clerk?
So we figure out the maximum salary of clerk within the subquery.
1300, yes. So we figured out the maximum salary within the subquery, and the resultant is passed to your outermost query.
And then you compare to the sales.
Alright? Okay. The next one. Display the names of the clerks who earn a salary more than the lowest salary of any salesman. I want this to be.
It's the same thing, but less than.
I really don't know. You tell me the query.
Select, like from the upper query, select, start from the.
Always write the inner query first. You will never know what comes outer. First, try to practice in writing the innermost query first. Yeah, tell me the innermost query.
Select low sal, max mean sal.
There is no command called as low.
Mean sal from employee, words of
Read the question correctly.
Salesman.
Don't blindly follow the upper one. Read the question correctly.
This is the inner one. And the outer one is select and start from employee. Less salary. Less than. Sal. Less than. Less than.
Greater than.
Why greater than? Why less than?
Because this is
low sal we already got it. Greater than. Greater than.
Why greater than?
Because we have a minimum salary already.
Then
we are trying to find the.
Clerk is getting maximum salary than the salesman.
How do you know?
More than the lowest, that's why.
Yeah, more than the lowest.
More than
after the software.
and
Job is equal to clock.
Correct. Okay, there is only one person, right, who is earning more than the minimum salary of a salesman. Okay? Yeah.
sorry.
What query you are going to give me first?
Something.
Yeah, tell me.
So software is select. Name.
No. Select max sal.
Do I have two people with the name Jones?
No.
Do I have two people with the name Scott?
No. In between.
Or.
No. First I will figure out what is the salary that is earned by a person called as Jones. Okay? Likewise, I will figure out what is the salary that is earned by Scott. Right. Now what is my question? Display the e-names of employees who earns a salary more than that of Jones. So first thing, I have to go with this. Right. Select star from EMP where salary greater than the salary that is earned by Jones. Or that of salary greater than. My spellings. These are written in fast. That is greater than. Okay. So greater than that of Scott. That means or salary greater than that of Scott. So how many subqueries I have here? 2 subqueries. Each and every subquery gets executed and gives the resultant to the outermost query. Okay, but I got a person with a name as Scott. Why?
Because he's an analyst. Oh, no.
No, why analyst? I did not speak about analyst.
No, he makes.
He's an analyst.
He makes more salary than of Jones.
Because we put the R.
Right, or condition. Right, if I put and, I get only one person. If both the condition matches, then I'll get the output. If I give or, if either of the condition matches, I'll get the output. Okay, the question is or that of. So I will go with or condition. Right? Come on. Respective departments.
So let's select.
Tell me.
Select department number. Salary.
Max out.
Max salary.
Where? Respective where? Yeah, this is one query. From departments.
From employee. Why? Display the name of the employee, role and salary given respectively. Select department by
Select EMP dot department number. Max out from EMP. Do we have departments also in the employee table?
So first I'll figure out the highest salary corresponding to each and every department. Alright. So select department number, max of sal from EMP. Now within the select statement, what do I have? I have an aggregated column. This is an aggregated column. Right? This is a non-aggregated column. I'm just giving this as max of sal. Okay. Now EMP. So I have an aggregated column, I have a non-aggregated column. So definitely I have to group it by department number. Okay. So I'm just grouping it by department number. When I group it by department number, I get for each and every department number what is the maximum salary. Okay. Now, what am I supposed to do?
Names of the employee.
Right, I need to figure out the names of the employees who is having this. Alright, now what will I do? I'm making this particular query as A. Alright, likewise, I'll make another query, select star from EMP. I'm making this as my table called as B. Alright, now in the outer layer, I'll say select B dot star from A comma B. Now what will be my joining condition here? Where A dot department number is equal to B dot department number and A dot salary is equal to B dot salary. Now when I say A dot department number is equal to B dot department number, I'll get all the people. Now see, if I execute only this one, Am I getting all the people or not?
Yeah.
I get all the people because in B you have 10, 20 and 30 listed out. In A also you have 10, 20 and 30 listed out. So when you're going with inner join, everything got matched. So you'll get all the records, right? All the 14 records. But another condition, A dot salary is equal to B dot salary. So what is A dot salary here? A dot max sal. A dot max sal is equal to B dot sal. Right. You got it? Right. In 10 department, the maximum salary given is 5,000. In 20 department, the maximum salary is given to 2 persons who are carrying the salary as 3,000. You see that? In 30 department, the maximum salary is 2850. Okay? Clear? Display the names of employees who earn highest salaries in their respective job groups. We have solved a similar kind of question earlier, just a question back.
Select.
Yes, select.
Max sal. From instead of
Tell me the query. I don't want instead of that of this stuff. Tell me the query.
Max sal.
Employee.
Group by job. We can give it at the A level. So you have to have the select job also. To the group by. And then we do select start from employee. Then where this is based B. Select.
I'm going B dot star
Employee.
from these tables, not employee tables.
So then where A is like job. A name.
Now, what are the columns that I'll be having within the table called A?
Job.
Job and max sal. Only these two columns. So, what are the columns that you need to take? A dot job is equal to B dot job and A dot max underscore sal is equal to B dot sal. So this is the query output. Okay, clear? Now the same questions we can even solve with the help of analytical function. So how can I solve this? Now first I'm trying to get all the columns, like saying emp dot star comma row underscore number over. Now on what basis I have to partition the data? On what basis you have grouped the data in that particular part of the query? You have grouped it based on department number. Even I have to group the data based on department number. Let's say I'll order by department number as well.
So partition by and group by is like a similar thing.
It's a kind of similar thing.
So one more quick question. Whenever we put a partition, we usually go order by.
Order by should be present in that particular query.
Partition, okay.
Partition by is an optional. If you want to have an analysis done based on the partitions of that particular data, then you have to go with partitioning data. If you don't want to analyze this by partitioning it, you can omit it. Okay. Order by department number Okay, I'm just giving this as RN from EMP. Now let's execute only this part of the query. What will I get? For every department number, alright, for every department number, you need a maximum salary also, right? Okay, order by salary, let's say in this way, because I need to give the assigned row number based on the salary, right? So for every department number, the salary would be assigned, arranged in descending order, and based on that, it has assigned a value. See, right? It has assigned a value, right? Now, what I am supposed to do? I am supposed to pick
one.
Yeah. So what will I do? I'll place this as my inner query. This has got its own limitation. You have to tell me now. Let's say EMP number, e-name, job, salary, department number from, I'm not taking all the columns, okay? Where Rn is equal to 1. Alright. So what is the difference between first output and second output? This output I got 4 records. This output I got 3 records. Now what is the difference? So what needs to be done to the second part of the query? Why second part of the query is not giving you the value of 3000 second time as well?
Because it doesn't give you the duplicate value.
Because row number never generates a duplicate value for 2 or more rows. Now if you see 3000, it has assigned a value as 2 for the subsequent record. Alright, so here if I go with the row number as my function, I will not be able to retrieve the complete set of information according to the maximum salary requirement. So what am I supposed to do now? Rank is enough, because I'm not bothered about the third rank, right? Rank or dense rank, if at all you see the common elements, it will assign the same rank. But where will be the difference? The difference will come for the subsequent record. See what happens here. Dense rank or rank will assign the value as 1 and 1. Alright, but what does the rank do? This will be 3. This will be rank function. If I say dense rank, this rank will be assigned as 2. It is not going to skip any ranks. Dense rank, dr, will not skip any ranks, and rank will skip the ranks. Alright, now this is the difference. So I'll just go with the rank function or a dense rank function. Alright, so when I execute, even I'll get 4 records as my output. Okay, so what is the difference between row number, rank, and dense rank? Row number will generate a unique value to each and every record. It will generate a unique value to each and every record. Even though the record value, the partitioned value or the order by value is same, even then it assigns a unique value. But rank, if you find a common data, same data, then same rank is assigned to that particular record, and the subsequent record would be skipped if at all you are going to give a rank function, or if at all you are providing a dense rank, then you're going to have the second rank as well. No skipping, no gaps would be seen. Alright, clear? Alright, so implement the same query for the next thing. This one.
The rank.
Now tell me the query for this. Similar to the query that we have written earlier. Similar to the query that we have written earlier. Similar. The query would be exactly similar. There will not be any change.
select
EMP dot star. That means I'm pulling out all the columns from that EMP table. Rank over partition by. On what basis do I need to partition the data? Based on job. By again salary. Right. RN from EMP. Right. This would be standing as my inner query. Right. Now I'm going to pull the outermost query as the same way. Where Rn is equal to 1. Rn. Right? Did I get the same results? So a query can be written in any of the ways. Only thing is that you have to understand the query. On understanding the query, you can write it in your own ways. Okay. First thing is you have to understand the situation. For what particular purpose we are writing that part of the query? What is the question exactly? So if you understand the question, you can write the answer very easily.
On that particular and the last one which is coding. On the software, like select employee dot asterisk. How did you figure out that? Because
see, employee is my EMP table. I did not give any aliasing name, right? I just gave the table name dot asterisk. It means that I need all the columns from that particular table. Like just like in the earlier case, we have written it as A dot star and B dot star, right? So what is B here? B is nothing but this particular table. So B is representing this particular table. I'm trying to pull all the columns from this particular table. So what would I say? I will say B dot star. Okay.
So when we say like when we have to select everything, we don't give the dot. We just select.
Because here I'm also generating another column. Right. See here, I'm not only pulling the entire data from that particular employee table, but also I'm generating another column. See, when I say select star from EMP, what would I get? I would get all the columns. Now here, am I generating any new column within it? Within the select statement? Am I generating any new column? No. But here, what am I trying to do? I'm not only pulling out all the columns from the employee table, but I'm generating a new column. Right? You got it? I'm generating a new column. There is a difference between these two queries. This query will give only those columns that are existing as part of this particular EMP table. But this part of the query will not only give the columns that are present in the EMP table, but also will give the generated column. This is what, yeah, this is the generated column for me. I'm trying to generate it by using the columns of that particular table itself. Making sense? All right. Display the employee names who are working in accounting department.
So software is select EMP where job is equal to from
Select EMP.
No, EMP is a column name.
EMP is a column name.
Yeah. No, tool name. Select EM from employee where job is equal to accounting. That's the software.
Is accounting a job? Is accounting is a job? What are the different jobs that you see there? Now the question, see, accounting department. So what becomes that?
Department.
It is the name of that particular department.
Department is going to account.
Do I have department name here within my EMP table?
No.
So where will I find the department name? Where will I find the department name? I'll find the department name in department table. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say where department number in or is equal to select department number, perfect, from department where D name is equal to accounting. Simple query. Right. So these are the three people who are working in accounting department. Now what is happening here within this part of the query? I am trying to generate the department number dynamically by writing this particular query. What happens? If this part of the query is executed, the value generated is 10. This query is similar to the query that I always ask you. How will you figure out the employees working in department number 10? What we do? We say select star from EMP where department number is equal to 10. In my question, I have given a definite value for you stating that it is department number 10. But here, I did not give you a definite value. I'm asking you to figure out the accounting department. So how will I figure out first? So first I'll figure out the department name for which accounting is associated to. What is the department number which is called as accounting? So what that is figured out with this part of the query. Select department number from department where D name, department name should be equal to my accounting. Making sense? Now this value will be passed to the outermost query. Right. Now can you give a query using joins? Right. Here I'm making use of two tables, EMP table and department table. Now make use of a joining condition and give me the answer.
Select name, department, department number from EMP, department,
Comma department.
where
Oh, okay. If you use inner join, don't separate two tables with comma. When you separate two tables with comma, then it means that you should be writing the query in non-ANSI standards. Where?
Department number.
maybe the department number is equal to
Department
department is equal to department number and job and department.
And D name. See the above query, man. You'll get it. The query is correct, but it will throw an error. And I'll tell you the error. You have to tell me the reason. The error would be column ambiguously defined. So where is the mistake?
So the mistake will be select in department, comma.
Where will be the mistake? Column ambiguously defined. I have given you this information
Because
2 days. I mean yesterday and day before yesterday as well. Given you the same information.
it confused with which column has to pull from that column. So
Department has been defined more. So where should be the correction?
Instead of department number, it has to be department.
Department dot department number or EMP dot department number. Then this query will give you the correct set of results. Clear? Alright. If I say EMP dot department number also, I'll get the same result. It doesn't make any difference.
so why we why it gives the same result like when we define the column as either EMP
Because I gave the same information yesterday also. Those column you're going to use inner join. Inner join will give you the matching data from two tables. So whether you go with department or EMP, if it is matching only, you'll get the data, right? So it doesn't bother whether you give EMP or department over there. But when you are using the outer joins, it will be totally dependent on what kind of outer join you're using. Yeah.
So if it's right, you have to give the right table name. If it's left,
You have to give the left table name. That is what. Okay? Clear? Alright? Display the employee names who are working in Chicago. Tell me. Don't
select e-name, location
Hmm.
from
Hmm.
employee
Hmm.
and our table.
What is the other table? Hey, you are so lazy, man. You say all the things shortly.
Select e-name, location
From EMP,
EMP, where
And command location.
comma department. In the department table, I have a column called as location. I have a, yeah.
because my memory is almost I cannot see the
If you have practiced, you would remember all these particular columns for sure. Right.
where
Hmm.
Where location is called to Chicago.
where like
You have made two tables. Yeah. I need a joining condition now. EMP dot department number is equal to department dot department number.
where and location is equal to Chicago.
So there are 6 employees who are working in Chicago location.
We can do the year joint today.
Yeah, do it. Tell me.
So select name, location from EMP, Android, department on EMP dot department number is equal to department dot department number, right? Location is equal to Chicago.
Right. Any other joins that we can perform? Any other joins?
Everything.
Okay, now this is your assignment. Inner join is giving me the same result. Left outer join is also giving me the same result. Right outer join is also giving me the same result. Then what is the difference? Why we are getting the same results for all the three types of joins? This is your assignment. I need the answer tomorrow. Okay? If you analyze it, you'll get the answer. Only analysis is required. Display the job groups having total salary greater than the maximum salary for managers. Select
Job.
job,
Salary.
Max out.
Max.
So select max out.
You only remember max mean nothing else.
Maximum salary.
That's it. That's
This
it.
is maximum salary.
Read the question.
Sum.
Total salary.
Why sum? Because I need total salary. Sum of sal. Mm. Mm.
Employee.
Mm. Do I need to go for another table here?
No. This is one software.
Come on. Next part of the query. I mean, this query is not at all complete. If I execute this part of the query, I'll get an error. If I execute this part of the query, I'll get an error. First, complete this query. What is the purpose that you have wrote this particular query?
To get the total salary.
Total salary of employee or total salary of
Managers.
managers? Total salary of each job. That's the reason why you have kept job column over there. See, when I say this thing, what happens? It makes all jobs into one block and it calculates the total salary. So now again, I've been repeating the same point again and again. This is an aggregated column. This is a non-aggregated column. So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to mention group by job. Right. Now, the reason, the next part of the thing is I have to find out this total salary should be greater than maximum salary of managers. So that means having sum of salary greater than. Now comes my second part of the query. What is that? Max of sal from EMP where job is equal to manager. Make sense? Right? Is that making sense? No, I'm trying to make you analyze, but you're not at all doing it. That is why these number of questions, to talk about a particular topic. Now, display the names of employees from department number 10 with salary greater than that of any employee working in another department. That means figure out the percents of the employees who are working in department number 10 and these salaries, the employees who are working in department number 10 salaries should be greater than any other employee working in any of the departments.
Select.
EMP from department.
No. Select EM.
What query you're going to give me? What query can we write here?
Also, we need to figure out employee's name. So, who works in department?
One thing we have to do is
the salary.
Not equal to 10, like. So, display the name of employee from department number 10. With salary greater than that of any employee working in other department.
Select sal.
Select
E-name. I'm writing E-name, comma, salary, comma, department number from EMP, where department number is equal to 10. This is my first condition. I have to figure out only these three employees. Among these three, I have to figure out that particular employee whose salary is greater than any of the employee working in any of the department. So that means now what is the condition now? I have to pick the salary column because the salary of these particular employees should be greater than any of the salaries. So salary greater than, right? Select salary from EMP.
this is not equal to 10.
Or let's say, yeah, greater than salary.
This is not equal to department.
Which is not equal to, yeah, where department number
10.
Not equal to 10. Yeah, correct. But what will be the problem now? What is missing? The query is lacking only one thing. The entire query is correct, but if I execute, this will throw an error for me. This will throw an error. A small part is missing, and what is that particular part?
Group by EM.
Huh? When I execute select salary from EMP where department number not equal to 10, what will I get? This part of the query? I'm getting these many salaries. Now can I compare a list salary greater than? Can I create a list with this? Is my question making sense for you? Can I create a list for a greater than comparison? When we can create a list? We can create a list using in operator. Can I create a list using a relational operator?
No.
Greater than is a relational operator, less than is a relational operator, is equal to is a relational operator. I cannot create a list using greater than operator. So what would I say? Not in. Then only I'll be able to create a list. Right? But am I meeting my requirement if I say not in? I'll not be meeting my requirement because I'll get all the salaries of department number 10. So I'm not going to meet this particular requirement. My requirement is I have to always go with a greater than comparison. So what will I do? I'll figure out the maximum salary of all the employees who are other than 10 department. Now if I execute this part of the query, I get the value as 3000. Other than 10 department, I have to figure out the maximum salaries of all other departments.
I thought about that, but you might say max again.
No. See, I'm asking according to the question, right? Got the point?
Yeah.
I'm asking according to the question, nothing more than that. Okay? Is this clear? Right? Very, very minute thing. So we may think that, okay, greater than, less than, we know that. But when you come to the inner queries, subqueries or something, all those relational operators or all those minute things that we have learned on the initial days will definitely come into picture. we should not keep a small eye on them. They will definitely play a key role when we are working on things. Right? Make sense? All right. The last one. It's a bit complex, but I wanted to make you solve this. Now, what are the things that I can pull out from this particular query? What do I need to know first? Break the question into parts. Based on that, you can derive the results. I'm giving you a hint. This query requires pulling out the data from EMP table because I need to figure out the names. I need to pull the data from department table because I have to concentrate on sales department. I have to concentrate on sal grade table because I have to concentrate on grade. So my necessity will be, my necessity is on 3 tables now. So make use of these 3 tables. The question is only 1 line, but the query will not be in 1 line. Okay. So you have 3 tables to make use of, and making use of these 3 tables, you'll be able to solve this particular question.
Let's try this. Select ename.
Yeah. Select ename. Department.
Sal grade.
I have a grade column, not sal grade. Okay, when I said three tables, first figure out or check what are the columns that you have, because in that way you can list out the things. From EMP table, I have ename, right, which is required for me. Likewise, select star from department. So sales, what is that? I have dname. Alright, dname is required for me. Select star from sal grade. So what is required for me? 3. So that means I need a grade column. Okay. Now, how is EMP and department related to one another? How are they related? They are related with the column called as department number. Right? EMP and department number, EMP and department tables are related with department number as the column. Now, do we have any relationship between department and sal grade? No. Do I have any relationship between EMP and sal grade? Yes. We wrote the query the other day. The relation is indirect relation. Right. You have to make use of salary column along with low sal and high sal columns. Right. You have a relationship. Now make use of these particular points and construct the query. So how am I going to construct the query? See. Select ename. Right. Dname. Grade. From EMP. Department. Okay, you say inner join. Perfect. No issues. EMP. Let me write here. EMP inner join department on, what is the joining condition? EMP dot department number is equal to department dot department number. Now,
and we can do inner join too.
Inner join sal grade on, what is the condition here? Salary between low sal and high sal. Now what happens if I execute this part of the query? What happens if I execute this part of the query? I'll get all these 3 tables joined together. I'll get all the grades assigned to that. Now how can I filter the data?
Where sal grade is true.
I can say, and sal grade is equal to 3. Sorry, grade.
Grade.
Right? Is it only 3 employees who are falling in that?
Can we put where is
Right? You got the point? Now tell me the same thing in a different approach.
Select ename, dname, grade from EMP department
Department, sal grade, where emp dot department number is equal to department dot department number and sal between
low sal and high sal, where grade is equal to 3.
and grade is equal to 3. Not where, because you already used a where clause. Alright? Tell me another way.
We can do no rank also.
Rank, why?
We can get a row first of 3, grade 3, and then we can do that.
If I say rank, okay, no, I'll not get the correct answer. Because on what basis you will partition the data? How will you figure out that you're going to get only the grade 3 results? You cannot get it.
You can do only one.
Sal between. Okay.
0.
Select low sal from sal grade, where grade is equal to 3. Right. And select high sal from sal grade, where grade is equal to 3.
So why do we make so complicated, like when we can get the query like?
Did I get the answer? See, what am I missing? See, I'm not trying to make you think in a I'm not trying to give you a complex query. I'm trying to make you think in a complex way. I'm trying to make you think in a different way so that you can apply any of the methods. Otherwise, I can give you a select star from EMP and I can leave the class. Yeah. What is going wrong here? Why am I getting all these things?
Because you have a
What do I get this part of the query? I get 1401. What am I going to get with this part of the query? I get 2000.
So you are getting the result from
Right.
14 to 2000.
So what is this? This will be 1401 and 2000. Right.
So you are getting everything.
I'm not getting everything. See the result and tell me.
Or we have to have or instead of and.
No. See the output. See the output and tell me what is happening.
You're just getting the arguments.
Because the 5 balance and 5 turnover.
Why only 5? Why I'm getting 5?
That like between 1401 and
How many number of grades do I have in SalGrade? The reason for showing this is I have 5 different grades, right? I have 5 different grades. Now what is happening here? It is going to do a joining condition on this particular SalGrade for 5 different times. And that's the reason why you see this particular output. The same value getting repeated again and again. But what is the actual grade? The actual grade is 3, but it is getting joined to this particular table and it is pulling out the data more in number. Okay, so how can I restrict this?
And department and the grade is equal to
Right? Okay. So you have to think it. I mean, a query, getting a result for a particular query can be done in any of the ways, but you have to employ the best method which gives you the accurate results. Okay, clear? Fine. So any questions so far?
So when you explain everything, you say that
Because you are not practicing the answer. I gave you the answer to your question. Are you practicing? How long you are allocating for practice?
no.
How long you are allocating for practice is my question.
The thing is, I practice. I go. I run all these queries and see, but I don't have like tables to.
Why you don't have the tables? You have the same tables that I'm giving you.
No, because I didn't have any questions to practice. Like, you know what I mean? I can
See,
run those queries and see.
I'll tell you. You have a kid? No kids? Okay, fine. Let's say,
Yes.
okay, you have a kid, right? If your kid comes and tell you that a teacher didn't teach me anything, she said this is the thing. What will you say? You want your kid to be as a top one in the class. So what would you say? You ask him to read. Do we ask or no? You ask him to read not only what teacher told you, but try to read some other things. And you have such a big search engine called as Google, and you should not say that I don't have questions.
I have questions.
I don't have questions is a wrong answer. The questions that I bought all these is from Google only. I did not frame all these particular questions. As simple as that. When I could find, why can't you find? Alright. See, you have these many sites like SQL Zoo. Right. Something. Right. SQL. See. SQL queries. Questions. See, you have these many things coming up for you. Right. Make a search on this. Don't say that I didn't have the questions, I don't have the questions. All these are wrong things.
No, matching to the table.
Matching to the table, every SQL question of Oracle will be matching to EMP, department and salary. Matching to the table, I have given you, you have other login credentials also. You have SHOE, right? In that you have different set of tables. Did you ever open it? Did you ever try to open it? HR module, you have different set of tables over there. Regions, countries, employees. Did you ever work on that? Did you ever put my questions over that particular tables and write a query for yourself? Practice. Practice doesn't mean that the questions that I tell you that needs to be implemented. That is not at all a practice. 100% wrong. How many hours you are allocating for practice? It's just only half an hour, whatever I give. Yes, you are executing only that.
So join that took like 5 hours.
Maybe it requires more. You have to think. Okay, when you are not able to figure out the things, that means you have to invest more time. That is what you have to come out of. Come with. Right. So, don't say, I don't have this. You have everything here. I'm a small part. You have a big search engine called as Google. You can figure out any number of things from it. I'm telling you, you don't even require me to give all this particular information. If you use Google properly, you can teach me. Okay, guys. Let's see.
Thank you.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. See you.
So we have that assignment to figure out why.
Yeah.